Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Powerful running, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hauled in downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 4. Yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Left side to Lamb. 7 yards the pickup there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Try and run for it with Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Cohen. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And on the stop, Damontae Kazee. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll throw again. Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now as with every potential turnover, so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
That's not good enough, man.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. You definitely would have liked to hit on that one, because now you've got 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that,
All he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to run now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 80 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll try again. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for it are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Now Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Prescott off play action. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Cooper.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd down and goal. Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Logan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fields on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got it. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Zeke going to get it on the option.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11. Point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. 6 yards left on second down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now they try the right side here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago. And we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown. But the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. The give is to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Dallas. On the return is Cohen. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off play action. Fields on the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Cowboys have recovered. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. Prescott to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Prescott now. That one complete to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space does.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Wow, and even 200 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Spencer. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's taken down at the 7th after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7th. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.